Hello. Let's see. Let's make this a little bit bigger. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Hello, everybody. It's your girl, DazzleDatTarot, and I'm back for another reading, okay? And I'm live. So let me hit this again. First of all, please subscribe to my channel coming in. Hit that like button coming into the chat. Hit the notification bell to become a notification gang member. And if you would like to book a private reading, you can go ahead and book it. My prices have changed. You can see in the description box what it is. So, yeah. How's everybody doing? I'm just going to wait till people come in. And I just want to say hi to the chat at first. So before I even do the reading. And just to let you guys know that yes, this reading is going to be a little bit of journaling because I did some pre-readings before I did this reading, and then it's going to be the main reading. Okay, so when I ask these questions, I'm going to give you the initial reading that I did beforehand, but then I'm also going to give you the actual reading that I'm going to do in front of you guys. So, anywho, before I get into this, last time that you guys seen me, I was kind of just like I just needed something different. I needed a change. And basically, I went out of town. I went deep down south, the dirty, dirty south, right? I went way down south for the weekend. I came back rejuvenated, and I'm just ready to do this reading. And the reason why I was kind of whatever, because when I was going, I wanted to do the King Von reading, but I consulted with my guide at first, and he told me to wait. And I said, okay. And as I waited, I ended up seeing some stuff that I didn't like. And I ended up seeing like his autopsy pictures and stuff like that. And it rubbed me the wrong way. And I understand why I had to wait. And I understand the whole lesson in that. So I said, okay, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just talk about it. But with this particular incident, I asked with MO3, I asked my guide again, and he said, yeah, proceed, girl, proceed. Because it's a lot of stuff. Like, right? So I'm actually going to have, I'm not going to say whatever, but I'm just going to be less heavy with it, right? Because I feel like with his situation, it's a little bit different than King Von's. But it's the same. And you got to understand why it's the same, but it's different. Yeah. And I feel like even his spirit doesn't even really want to be heavy. So I understand that. So it's like it's a little different. So that's why I'm more willing to do this reading. Um Anywho, if you guys don't know who Mo3 is, rest in peace, Mo3. Um Give your love to his family members, to his children, to the people who care about him, because that's what's most important getting through that time. Okay. Um, I will say this, out of anything, he was very talented. He had a beautiful singing voice. And he was going somewhere. Okay. So that's what I will say initially. And what I will say is that this video is going to be about the who, what, and why, or the why, who, and what. Or was it the why, what, and who? Like something like that. So I'm going to just keep it like that. But okay. So let's get into this. The what, who, and why of it, right? Or the who, what, and why of it. So let's get into who. So it's a lot of stuff on the internet that's trying to point fingers at certain rappers when it comes to Mo3 stuff. I'm not going to reiterate the fact that yes, he died on the highway. Okay, we've seen that. So I'm not going to reiterate that. What I'm going to ask is about what happened before then, who did it and why. Okay, so I think that we should think about the who first. So let's see this. First of all, you guys, I am tarot journaling. You guys need to get into journaling your tarot readings. And I think it makes it better. It gives me a better understanding of things because I get to write them down and I still get to do the reading, right? So please tarot journal, right? So anyway, I said who. So I want to know who did this shooting, right? I want to know who did it. It was the who, the what, and the why. So when I did my tarot journaling, the first card I got was the Hermit in reverse. Then there was the Prince of Wands in reverse, the Five of Wands, and the Five of Cups in reverse. To be honest, before I even do my spread, I want you guys to know how I felt about this initially. And the person who actually killed MO3, who did that deed, I think they, because with that Hermit in reverse, that's all, I say in reverse, in reverse, it talks about somebody, first of all, usually it's coming out of isolation, but a lot of times it's a thing of mental illness, isolating oneself, paranoia, okay? So I feel like the person that did that was actually fixated on his paranoid way of thinking. So he could have been paranoid, okay? Or whoever, it's even who did it or who ordered it. They're very paranoid, okay? So they felt like Mo3 or whoever was around him was going to do something to them, okay? And then it says, then I put down not listening to good counsel. And you couldn't tell this person anything that was wise. Okay. So I feel like, at the end of the day, the person who did it, they didn't want to listen. They didn't want to understand some stuff, and they wanted to take things how they wanted to take things because they had paranoid mental issues. Right. Also, with this Princess of Wands in the reverse, I'm gonna tell you this person was a friend of me. Somebody who he didn't know was his enemy, talking behind his back, doing stuff behind their back. Honestly speaking, this is a person where he had to he sh- I don't to be honest, I don't think he took heed to that. Like, you had to watch what you say around this frenemy because this frenemy would do you dirty. Okay. Um, and basically, I feel like Mo3 was probably more cool with this frenemy than this frenemy really was to him. Like, they really, like, to me, I feel like, it was more so of a thing of, we cool, right? We talking, and I'm sitting here giving you all this info, and instead of you being my friend, you're around here trying to plant my demise. You got the Five of Wands, which is a conflict, of course, and then there was like the Five of Cups in reverse. And I feel like whatever happened, I feel like the person who did it or the person who ordered it, I feel like they got to sleep easier because they were paranoid, right? Um, but it also talks about being stuck in old relationships. So let's see how this was then, since I said all this. Because to be honest with you, I feel like it was a friend who actually was not a friend. And he ended up telling them some shit, telling them they business. They like that shit. They was looking at them a different way. To be honest, people are trying to blame people that he had beef with, like Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow Beezy. But to be honest, this is somebody. The person who set him up, honestly, was somebody that he didn't know would set him up like that. Like, he really thought that was his friend. That's exactly who did it. That's exactly who was the person who initiated some shit. As in, like, is either put some shit in motion or, was with putting shit in motion. So let's see. Who was the person who did this to MO3? 1, 2, 3. Everybody is not your friend, okay? Okay. This is honestly somebody he was really cool with. You see this right here? This 10 of Cups, this happiness. This was somebody he was cool with. Like, honestly, he really thought that they was his friend. You got this Capricorn energy. Could have been a Capricorn, right? Or whatever. But it's the devil energy in reverse. Honestly, he was cool with them. But I feel like maybe this person that's in the reverse right now, it was a sense of, maybe they did have problems. Maybe it was like them not understanding, like them sitting in their own bullshit. Okay. Because in the past, right? As in like, because the devil card, you do have to understand that you're in these issues because you put yourself there, right? It's not everybody else's fault, for real. So you decided to be in your own bullshit. So whoever did that was in their own bullshit. It was in their own bag in the past, right? Also, with this Eon card, this is judgment in the reverse. So I feel like whoever did this, I feel like things didn't go their way, but I also feel like they misjudged their relationship with this person, with MO3. With this Four of Swords in the reverse, of course, this means that the period of rest is over, but it also means, what it really means is that someone's trying to victimize somebody. So really, I feel like this was a whole thing of, it was somebody who knew him, but the issue was they was hating on him because he was a rock star. Okay, this Knight of Wands. This is somebody who goes after something. Somebody who has attention. Somebody who has the whatever. Somebody close to him didn't like that. Okay, so that's what that was. Somebody close to him did not like that. And then you have the what happened. Okay, the what happened to me. The pre-reading was the Page of Cups reverse, the Eight of Pentacles reverse, the Nine of Wands, and then the Ace of Wands reverse. And the fact that it was clarified everything with the Ten of Swords. This is betrayal. Somebody betrayed him, and there was somebody that he knew. Somebody that he did not expect to betray him. Betrayed him. Okay? So before you go, I just want people to know that before you guys go looking at people who are the obvious, look at people that was close around him, because it was somebody that was around him that betrayed him. Okay. You got this Page of Cups in reverse. So what happened? Somebody felt like, somebody felt like they were supposed to have shit and not put in shit. Okay. That's for one. They also felt like they were owed something more than what they put in. Again, what else I had? I really do felt like the person who did something to him. The issue was, to me, I feel like maybe they was ending they friendship, or friendship, partnership, whatever. They was ending that shit, and to be honest, at the end of the day, it was more so like that person didn't want to end that shit, or they had a problem with it. But I feel like this person felt like they were owed something. And then the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, this talks about somebody who is more interested in taking than putting out. And then I also got people who deal with shady people or is influenced by shady people. So it could be maybe Mo3 was influenced by shady people as well. You know what I'm saying? Or the people that he was dealing with, the person who betrayed him was influenced by shady people that was outside of their group that didn't like Mo3. So it can be one of two things. But the fact of the matter is the person who actually was the person who did that Judas type shit. They was his friend, and I think they were mad because they didn't get what they wanted out of him. So they went around and basically started getting influenced by people who didn't like Mo3. Okay, this nine of wands for tells me that this was just one more hurdle for Mo3 because he was about to get there. He started, really hitting some shit. He was really getting somewhere. And this Ace of Wands in reverse, I feel like this was something of a business deal that you wanted to start but didn't start, or makes a lot of promises but won't fulfill them. So I feel like this may have been Mo3 starting his career, and maybe he made promises to this person that they felt like was not fulfilled. But also, this talks about selfish behaviors, and it could be on both parts, to be honest. Okay, it can be Mo3 thought of, like, maybe this person thought that he was being selfish, but also this person was selfish too in his own regard because he thought that Mo3 money was his money. Okay. Um, and the why. Then I asked, why was Mo3 killed? Right? So then I had the Sun card in the reverse, the Strength card in the reverse, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Seven of Swords in the the Seven of Swords upright, right? So I feel like with the Sun card, I feel like the people who were after him felt like that he was arrogant. The people who were after him, or the person that did something to him, whatever, they didn't like his personality because it was over the top. Okay. Um, Blockages. Maybe they felt like whatever they was going on wasn't going on, and they felt like he was faking. And I was supposed to do a reading for this too, so I gotta go back and do the reading for the what, right? Yeah. And they felt like he was faking. But then I see the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I felt like they wanted to have the visuals of being whatever, but they didn't want to do the work. Okay? And then you had the Strength card. Um, Honestly, that's that coward ass shit. Being your friend and plotting behind your back, that is cowardly. But like I said, it's more so about keeping up with appearances to me. And this is sneaky. I mean, with the Seven of Swords, of course, it's sneaking, plotting, and assassins. You know what I'm saying? But it's also Mo3 talking too much. I said talk too much about things that are usually done behind outside of the camera. Things that are usually done behind closed doors when you don't see it on YouTube and stuff. So it was part of that. Mo3 was going on YouTube too much, or going on Facebook and this, that, and third, just right, and putting stuff in his lyrics. But however, the people who didn't like him felt like he was arrogant. You know, they felt a lot of ways about him because they didn't like his personality. But if I go back to the what, because I have to go back to the what, right? I have to go back to what happened and see if it adds up to what I just said. So 1, 2, 3. Go back. What happened? Okay. So again, this is something of gain. This is supposed to be gain. This is the Nine of Pentacles. This talks about somebody really doing for themselves, right? That independent card, financially stable. This Three of Swords in reverse talks about the fact that in the past somebody felt distant, shit talking, got their feelings hurt, things like that. The Ace of Swords, right? is deciding something. This is two things. This is clear judgment, but it could be throwing your weight around, right? The Nine of Cups in the reverse. This is saying that someone feels entitled. So I feel like, in a sense, the person who did this, I felt like it was a sense of they seem most shining, and to be honest with you, with that arrogance and stuff like that, they start feeling some type of way because they felt insecure. And I feel like they got into it with him in the past probably. They ain't like his shit talking anyway, but they were friends, right? Um they ain't like his shit talking anyway. And to be honest, like they felt like he was entitled, but they were acting entitled. So that's what was going on. So it's like it was jealousy, a lot of jealousy going on, a lot of jealousy. And he was a Gemini too, so when things get flossy, it get flossy. And yes, that's exactly what happened. Okay, some bullshit, but it's just like they couldn't take him, they couldn't take his personality because the way he acted, he was doing too much to them. They came off a certain way. So it came off like the world revolves around me. You know what I mean? So it was mostly like you had somebody in your camp that really felt that way and start feeding into what your haters were saying. And then it just sound like a lot of bullshit. Okay, so if you guys really want to know what happened, I really feel like you guys need to worry about the people that was inside his camp or somebody that was close to him, okay? Because honestly, you don't get the friend of me cards for nothing. Okay, so that's what I got for this. So I'm gonna talk to you guys tomorrow morning because I gotta give you guys some updates about what the hell I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, MO3. And I didn't mind doing this reading because it said something about a lot of stuff that happens. You gotta watch. You gotta watch these people because while you shining, it's gonna be somebody who feel like you're doing too much. And even if you are doing too much, you my friend. Even if I am, that don't mean you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting from all that. So it's just a bunch of whatever. And then they was all on YouTube and Instagram and everything else like that and making diss tracks on each other and stuff. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of outside influences. It would not be surprising if people that was on his live talking shit about the people that he was talking about didn't go on somebody else's live to talk shit about him when they was talking about him. Like, it's a whole bunch of shit. Like, this is bullshit. But I pray for his family, and I'm gonna pray for, his kids and his fans, everybody who appreciated him, all that type of stuff. Because at the end of the day, nobody deserves to lose their life off of verbal dumb shit and hate man shit. So that's all I got for that. Okay. So I love you guys. Peace and be safe.